Okay, let's see. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's Tan from Artemis Oracle doing your weekend energy check. Let's see what comes up for the collective. Let's see what comes up for the collective. What comes up for the collective for the weekend energy? Checking what do they need to know for the weekend ahead? What do they need to know for the weekend ahead? I want to work with the Lenormand deck. Okay. 24 hearts. 26 book. All right. Let's read that. 24, 26 may be significant. Also, you reduce those numbers down. That's 6 and 8. The heart is about love, emotional expression, about things, people, places, or things that we care about. And book is about knowledge. It could be secret knowledge, stuff that's unknown to you, something that may be revealed to you, a truth, a secret truth. You gaining information or knowledge about something that you didn't know before, or it could be someone else finding out something. So let's see. So book, well, first we're gonna go with heart. The card shows a heart-shaped bouquet of red roses surrounded by small red hearts and candies, laid out in front of a lovely vintage wall tapestry. The whole image is imbued with a romantic atmosphere evoking Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, and also are joy, success, improvements, and happiness. Whatever field your question may concern, the outcome will be favorable under the condition that you follow scrupulously the impulses of your innocent heart. Do you listen to your heart when your heart is speaking? And the affirmation is, my heart is my only true master who can never be wrong. I like that because I'm in a different area because they're having interviews where I typically film. So I'm in a classroom right now. um, but this message is saying that what it's saying that your heart is your only true master. It makes sense because the thoughts that we have are thoughts that we've learned, that we've adapted or adopted from other people, from society, from our religion, from culture, all that. But our heart is something that really speaks true to us, and we've learned to disconnect that. So if there's something that you really care about or someone that you really care about, and as long as you know deep down in your heart, not your mind, but your heart, your feelings, what guides you, then anything that it is that you want is possible. You just have to be following your heart. But there may be, with the book card coming out, that's indicating that there may be some information or knowledge that's going to kind of, let's see what it means. But maybe someone is going to be revealing a truth. Maybe someone's going to be revealing their emotions. Maybe you feel compelled to share your emotions with someone this weekend. So let's read what it says. The card shows the interior of a cabinet of curiosity filled with ancient books and strange objects. On a desk, an old leather-bounded book is wide open, offering its secrets to the eyes of the avid reader. It's making me think of Akashic records for some reason. Divinatory message. This ancient book is about to reveal its mysteries, which will prove to be valuable lessons on your journey. Study inspiring books, learn new knowledge, take time to connect with your inner wisdom. Make the most of the opportunities life is offering you right now. The secret question is, what biggest mystery do you need to solve at this moment? So that may be something that you're not really sure about, that you really don't have any information and may require you to do a little bit of more research, maybe you do a little bit of investigation. Affirmation, I enjoy studying and learning new knowledge, for it makes my soul grow wiser. So this could be connected to something that you want to learn, that you are passionate about, that really calls to your heart. When I was reading a part that says curiosity, it made me think of pages. Pages in the tarot are the curious learners. They're the ones that are new to whatever journey they're going on. You know, we have the four suits, the wands, the heart, the cups, the wands, and no, the swords, the wands, the heart, cups, hearts. I keep saying hearts because of the heart card. and pentacles, coin, spade. You know, so whatever it is, there's something that may be calling to you. And when the card 24 reducing down to 6, this is about harmony. And 8, it could be about infinity. It could be about something you may be returning to, something that you've done in the past that you're going back to, or it's maybe a repeat, another opportunity to redo something. It could even be a little bit karmic in a way, or maybe a revisiting. But it says that, you have to be open to learning, open to receiving information, curious, also to receive and be open to learning something new, something that may differ from what you're used to. It's about keeping an open mind. But what I really like that just came to my mind is also keeping an open heart. There may be somebody that may become an open book. They may open up to you. They may open themselves up to you, because you see here, the book is open. When we're learning about new people that are unfamiliar to us, that are strangers to us, that they're a mystery that if you're interested, if you want to, if you're curious, if you're intrigued by them, they're going to be a mystery that you want to unravel, that you want to solve, And maybe you're experiencing feelings yourself that you are curious about and are open to investigating, opening up to experiencing. And also, you may be opening up to someone. You may be opening up your heart to someone, or someone may be opening up their heart to you. So let's go into tarot. You know what? I like using oracle cards, and then I feel like the tarot is funny. I usually, before I put them away, I shuffle the cards. I don't look at the bottom. I clear the energy. But as I'm doing this reading, we see evolution. Evolution requires there to be an opening up to transformation and change, open to learning new things, opening to expanding. And if you look, both cards show an open book. So it's about being open to new beginnings, open to transformation. Today is the last day of Scorpio season, at least in the tropical astrology or Western astrology. Today is the last day. And tomorrow we're going to start on Sagittarius season. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, but I'm not sure where Jupiter is right now. I think Cancer is in Jupiter right now. So that has to do with your home. That has to do with your emotions. It can even have to do with your how you're taking care of yourself, how you're taking care of your family, your relationship with your mother, how your relationship may be changing with your mother or a maternal figure, or even your role as a mother if you identify as a mother figure. But it's a transformation, reinvent, new beginnings. So there are going to be some changes that are going to require you to open up your heart, open up to changing the status quo, and even expanding your viewpoint and your interaction in any new relationships or new beginnings that you may be experiencing, whether it's with your family, within your home. It can even be within yourself, because our body is our vessel. It's what contains our soul. It's what we travel through this lifespan with. It's always with us. So it's important for us to maintain and care for ourselves through taking care of our body. And it could be through healthy eating, physical activities such as exercise or sports, or whatever, keeps your heart going and has you being active, So I want to take this card out. I feel like it's significant. So let's see what we get up with the heart card. Can we get a card for heart card? For mom. Open your heart. Makes me think of that Madonna song. Open your heart to me, baby. You hold the key. Open your heart to me, darling. Promise. Oath, contract, emotional bond. I'm thinking about the song. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, and I swear. Those songs may be significant to you. Tell me about Book. Book. Can I get one card for book? If some of you are in a relationship or you're opening up to someone new, you may be having a new beginning with someone, and it could be a brand new person, or it could be a new beginning with someone that you had a past with, or you're already connected to. Something in your relationship may be changing. So you may be opening up your heart to them. Maybe you closed yourself off, and now you're ready to come out and reveal yourself, or maybe someone coming towards you wanting to open up to you. Someone may be wanting to make some sort of promise, oath, or commitment, because if it's this old contract, emotional bond. So emotional bond includes an attachment. There are such things as healthy attachment, there are such things as healthy attachment, Tell me about book, please. Can I get one card for book? Okay, this card wouldn't fall out. Difference, road, future, choice, destiny. So I feel like someone is opening themselves up to a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of approaching. It says road, future, choice, destiny. Bears may be significant to you. Bears, I want to look up bears. Also, I see a dog here. Dogs are known to be loyal friends, a loyal best friend. So this could be someone that you consider a friend, someone that you may be developing a friendship dynamic with. And your relationship is deepening, it's changing, it's transforming in some way. And with evolution has to do with level up. It has to do with ascension. So I want to look up the bear. Bear and spirituality. I know in Lenormand deck, they have I think they do have a bear card. Let me look in the book. I don't want to. Let me see. Let me see if there's a table of contents for each. Well, there is, but not for the card. All right, let's see. Let me go across. I believe there is. There is a dog card. Bear. Okay, so there is a bear card. I'm curious to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yesterday we had this card, the bouquet. Bouquets indicate someone extending a surprise gift. It could be something that comes as a surprise to you. It can be someone giving you a token of appreciation, a token of gratitude. It may be somebody that feels grateful to you, who appreciates you, who values you. And it's funny that both the bouquet card and the heart card shows a bouquet of roses, but in the shape of a heart. So maybe you may be receiving flowers. There could be a bouquet with different flowers. It could be a bouquet with red flowers, roses. But I wanted to look up the spiritual meaning of the bear. Road, future, choice, destiny. Because bears are very stable creatures. Bears go into hibernation, and they do so that they can prepare. They have to prepare for hibernation, and that requires planning. That requires being resourceful. And this is off the top of my head, and I just looked it up right now. So, spirit animal, bear symbolism. And I feel like, I don't know, I felt compelled to bring it up since there's a lot of bears in there. And dogs, I don't know if dogs and bears are part of the same family, but sometimes some dogs kind of look like bears. All right, let's see what it says. Let me see if I can close this ad. Okay. For the most part, see, I want a bear meaning. I don't want a specific bear. Because it says black. Well, there's different kinds of bears. So I just want the traditional bear meaning, right? Because it keeps talking about the black bear. Let me pick something else. Oh, wow, my speech. Whew. When does retrograde end? Remember, there's a shadow, pre-shadow, and post-shadow period. I forgot when it ends. I don't like the way I'm talking. I keep... It's like I don't want, my mouth is moving faster than, no, my mind is moving faster than my mouth can keep up with. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to go with the AI one. The spiritual meaning of the bear encompasses strength, courage, wisdom, and healing, and can also represent maternal energy, introspection, and leadership. In the beginning, I was talking about relationship with the mother, Jupiter in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by rules the fourth house, and fourth house is about family. Cancer is about feminine energy, motherly energy. So that may be significant. Okay. It symbolizes the ability to face challenges with inner power and to protect what is sacred. Culturally, bears are seen as powerful figures in many traditions, connecting people to nature and ancestral wisdom. Strength and courage. The bear is a powerful symbol of courage and stable foundation to face difficulties. It can inspire you to stand up for your beliefs and act with confidence. And wisdom and stillness. Bears are associated with wisdom that come from solitude and inner reflection. Their habits of hibernating represents the importance of periods of introspection. And that might be something that you may be learning about yourself, because this book, open book. But if you haven't explored like who you are as a person, like someone asks you, and I saw this on Instagram, and it's a really good example. If someone asks you, who are you? And you start to say, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, you say these labels that you are to other people, but you can't say anything specifically about yourself. It's about you now trying to unravel the mystery of who you are in this world, who you are as a person. Not who you are to other people, but who you are as an individual. And I love that. And in order to do that, and in order for you to learn about who you are, you have to take time to be with yourself. You have to be with yourself, by yourself, without distractions from other people, from the environment or anything. This is a time basically to be hermits. It says maternal energy. Female bears symbolize fierce and protective maternal love, nourishment, and unwavering care for their young. And bears are often seen as healers, especially in certain Native American traditions, due to their connection to roots and herbs. Adaptability and resilience. Bears embody adaptability and resilience, teaching us to endure life's challenges and emerge stronger, much like they emerge from hibernation. And balance, the bear represents a balance between power and peace, fierce protection and quiet solitude. So some of you may have felt like you had to kind of protect yourself. Maybe you've overprotected yourself, and now it's time for maybe you're coming out of hibernation. Maybe some of you are coming out of hibernation and are now ready to face the world. But if you haven't really done any type of healing for yourself, it may be a time for you to do the hibernation period, go hermit, so that you can take care of yourself, take care of your heart. Also remind yourself of everything that you are grateful for, because the bouquet card is all about gratitude. It's about gratitude for yourself. Oh, look at that. The scythe card is about cutting out things that you no longer resonate with you. Even the things that don't add value to your life, that you don't really appreciate. And it could be people, places, or things. And when I say that you don't appreciate, what I mean is like it doesn't serve a purpose to you. Whatever you're maybe deciding to cut out, it may be more so a liability than it is an asset. So this is like with this hibernation period, if you've already overcome it, if you've already gone through it, you've already gone through your dark night of the soul, if you've gone through your introspection and hermit mode, and then it's like you're going to emerge an evolved person, an evolved spirit, an evolved soul, an evolved individual. And maybe some of you are having to remember to continue to protect the sacredness of yourself, the sacredness of who you are outside of your roles to other people, but just to protect the person and the individual that you have found yourself to be, and the parts of yourself that you value and know make a difference to other people, and make a difference to yourself. It's like a self-acknowledgement. Reinvention, because the card says reinvent. So it's like if you're going through this hermit phase, you may be reinventing yourself. You may be like in this chrysalis stage where you're transforming, and then you're going to emerge a beautiful butterfly. And you see a lot of butterflies here. So it's like you're undergoing an emotional and personal metamorphosis. So low. Core figure, action leader, lone hero. This is about you being your own hero. You protecting yourself, you mothering yourself, taking care of yourself. Okay. I think I harped on that enough already. All right. Let's see. Let me check what time I have here. It's 2:33. I still have time. Spirit just guides. One messages collective need to know at this time for the highest and greatest good. What messages do they need to know at this time that's for the highest and greatest good? Six of Pentacles, balance, justice, fairness, equality. Okay, two cards came out. First one is Three of Cups. Has to do with, I'm going to look up the number 3 again. And then Empress. This is the mother, maternal figure. This is about you finding a balance with taking care of yourself and also taking care of others. Being there for yourself, but being there for others. And the Hangman card keeps coming out in my readings. So some of you may be looking at things from a different perspective. Some of you may be enlightened to something, gaining some sort of inspiration and or sudden realizations that are, providing some sort of clarity and allowing you to see some changes that you need to make, any differences that you are experiencing through because the Pisces, the Hangman, he or she, they're on their own. They're solo. They're on their own. They're taking a break. They're not allowing themselves to be influenced by external forces, external factors. I say forces, but it could be external forces too. But it's factors. Looking at things from a different perspective, taking a different point of view. But there's a snake there too that indicates healing. And sometimes healing is something that you need to do on your own. Sometimes you can heal with other people, but there's some healing that you need to do on your own. Especially with the solo card coming out with the answer oracle cards. But the Empress, she's someone who's loving, caring, passionate, nurturing, intelligent. So this is about nurturing all aspects of yourself, but also showing all aspects of yourself, fully showing up as who you are to other people, but mostly to yourself. But in order to know what you are, or who you are, your purpose, your purpose, part of your purpose is learning who you are, taking care of this, having that gentleness and compassion for yourself. But then you also have to make sure that you make time to extend that to other people that you care about, people that you share common values and beliefs with. But it's about equal reciprocity. It's about giving fairly, but making sure that you're not at a deficit. It's like you're going to be at a point where you feel like you have more than enough to offer that you can give to other people without ever ending up at a deficit. I'll have the cards facing up. The Empress is someone who isn't selfish. She's a giving, loving being. Okay, so that's one part of the reading. I don't always want to do love readings. I mean, I love love. I love being loved. I love giving love. But sometimes it's about how can we evolve? How can we evolve? How can we be the best versions of ourselves? Not so that other people see us, but for us to value who we are as individuals. So that if we aren't getting the external validation from other people, we're doing that for ourselves because we realize that we are worthy of love. We are worthy of respect. We are worthy of being cared for and nurtured and appreciated. you know, but if you're expecting it to come from an external source, then you're always going to have that need when you could fulfill that within yourself. You know, happiness starts with us, but so does our self-value. Okay. I'm going to put these cards away. You want to do a different reading? A separate reading. And maybe connected to what I just read, or it could be a totally different topic. I'm going into a totally different deck. Someone's going to emerge a beautiful butterfly. This could be you or someone around you. Okay, we're going into the the dead inside deck. Okay. Whenever you feel the need to ground yourself, where you feel like you don't feel safe, secure, you're feeling anxiety, take a deep breath. Let's do one together. Now exhale. Take as many deep breaths as you need. It's a way of resetting your nervous system. Okay. Okay. Dodging growth. Okay. Dodging growth like it's homework. Fear of change, comfort zone. Okay. Healing opportunity. Too many things, not enough peace. I feel like some of you may be inundated, constantly having calls, messages, notifications, constantly going off, acting as a distraction, not allowing you to have peace. But it says fragmented focus, tech burn. So some of you may need to do a social media cleanse, take a break from social media, take a break from using your phone or any sort of technology, especially if it's distracting you or even being a source of anxiety and stress. Dodging growth like it's homework. Maybe yeah, that's one of the ways that you've been distracting yourself, interfering with your own personal growth and expansion, even your own healing. Fear of change, comfort zone. Maybe some of you feel comfortable just in whatever the status quo is, but eventually that's going to get boring. And then you may feel like this unsettling feeling of like, you don't know where you belong. You don't know where you fit in. You may be starting to ask these questions of yourself now. But this is when you have to take the time to unpack the mystery of who you are. From my experience, the times that I felt unsettled, it was because of uncertainty that I was experiencing about a situation, about that a situation I may have been going through, a person I may have been dealing with, or just where my life is headed, you know? So those are the opportunities where you need to kind of go within and think about, take stock of how your life is going. Are you completely content with where you are at work? Are you happy with where you live? Are you happy with the way your body looks? Are you happy with any of the accomplishments that you've made? Is there something that you feel like is unfinished? But in order to ask yourself these questions, you will need to take time to feel whatever it is you're feeling. It's important for you to go through your emotions. Whatever emotions you're experiencing, that's a time for you to unpack and understand and analyze what is it that is causing you to feel a certain way. Like I mentioned, unsettled. That's one of the things I experience. It could be things that may be sad. If you're sad, you have to ask yourself, why am I sad? What is going on in my life right now that has me sad? And if you're unable to answer that question, then you have to ask yourself, am I happy with the way my life is? And if you could find a reason that you're not happy, then you're going to have to unpack that. It could be like opening Pandora's box in a way. So healing takes a lot of work, but you have to be willing to do it. And you could take breaks too. You don't, yeah, you could take breaks, but not so much where you distract yourself completely from doing the work, and then reading old text like a novelist. All right. So if some of you, I don't know why I did this, but sentimentality, cringe, obsession. So some of you may be, it has to do with the phone. You see the person's on their phone. Maybe some of you are staying up. Maybe some of you are searching up somebody, trying to find out what they're doing, how they're doing. Someone may be doing that towards you, maybe trying to figure you out, or they could just be simply someone around you doing that, But some of you may also be earlier today, I talked about the 8, the infinity symbol, kind of like you may end up revisiting something. We are in a retrograde, but reading old texts like a novelist, that's indicating that some of you or someone is rereading messages that they shared with you. But right next to it, it's this fragmented focus, tech burn. So I feel like some of you do need to take a break from social media and not distract yourself from healing. Maybe if this involves a relationship, and it could be any type of relationship, because, you could message your mother, you could message your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, whoever, you value, whoever you care about. And then you could be rereading something, especially if you had some sort of disagreement. And then it's like, maybe you want to go back and revisit old texts, old messages, old emails, whatever way you were messaging with them, that, you could like review it. You can go back in time. And you may be doing that as part of your healing. That may be what you may need to do depending on the situation. But if it's not that, it could be some of you or someone is just rereading old messages, maybe trying to gain some sort of understanding about why a situation didn't go well, or maybe there's some sort of misunderstanding and someone may be needing to look at old messages to kind of see if they can piece together or gain, some sort of clarity without. But me saying that now, somebody can, at this point, someone may reach out to you. I feel like someone may reach out to you and they may be persistent in their reaching out. They may call you, they may message you, they may, try different modes to try to get in contact with you, because there's something that wants to be expressed. I just dropped a card and it's the King of Cups. So some of you may be dealing with a King of Cups energy, someone who is loving, compassionate, someone who's emotionally balanced. Okay. I typically say that's a Scorpio card. It's a water element. But it can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So tell me about this King of Cups. Tell me about this King of Cups. You may be the King of Cups. You may resonate with being someone who is loving, emotionally grounded, maybe someone who keeps their head above water. Tell me about the King of Cups. King of Cups. Look at that card fell. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is about abundance, prosperity, but it could also do with inheritance, Let's see. Legacy, family, wealth, inheritance, traditions, roots, stability, prosperity, security, and milestones. The Ten of Pentacles signifies long-term stability, financial abundance, and the fruits of hard work. This card represents the culmination of efforts and the creation of a legacy that extends to future generations. The imagery reflects family bonds, shared wealth, and the enduring sense of security built through dedication and persistence. Since it came out in the upright, it's building a future together, family approval, financial stability, and love. If it's with a career milestones, creating a lasting legacy, achieving professional success, and for finances, inheritance, wealth accumulation, financial investments paying off. The dragon represents the wisdom of our ancestors. This card encourages reflection and the importance of community, family, and shared prosperity. So with the Ten of Cups and so Ten of Cups, it could be somebody that's within your family. It could be someone that you're already connected to. If you are in a relationship, this could be your partner. Or this could be you, however it resonates. But it seems like this King of Cups energy is thinking about the long run. You know, in order to reach the Ten of Pentacles, it takes a lot of hard work, dedication, focus, and stability, maintaining stability. Even through challenges that you may face, because you see here there's mountains in the background, and mountains represent obstacles. So this is about overcoming any obstacles you may experience as you're going through a journey. So if you are dealing with somebody, there is somebody who is considering the future and even considering the obstacles that you and them have faced together. So tell me more. Tell me more about the King of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Tell me more. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who is a go-getter. If they're not being careful, they can be a little bit reckless. You know, this is someone who follows their passions, they follow their desires, and they go after whatever it is that they want. And this person can be maybe possibly directing their sexual energy towards you. It could have been something that you and them have shared together, experienced together. I don't mind reading because, you know, you can always use a refresher when it comes to tarot, right? Knight of Wands, courage, energy, ambition, acting, passion, action, passion, and adventure. The Knight of Wands radiates fiery determination and eagerness to take on new challenges. See, I did mention obstacles and challenges with the mountain in the back, you know, so this is someone who is a go-getter, you know, someone that doesn't back down from a challenge. This card embodies movement, energy, confidence, signaling a time to boldly step forward. It encourages you to act with courage and passion, but cautious against impatience and recklessness, you know, so maybe this King of Cups energy feels the surge of passion or energy, and with them thinking about the Ten of Pentacles, it's like this person is ready to make some sort of gesture that is connected to a Ten of Pentacles energy, about stability, abundance, about prosperity, togetherness, bringing stability in a relationship, bringing financial stability if that was an issue or a factor in any type of challenges you and your partner are facing if you are already in a relationship. So it says the upright meaning in love is passionate romance, bold actions in love, adventurous connection. And for career, bold career pursuits, dynamic progress, creative innovation. And finances meaning is financial opportunities, adventurous investments, and bold spending. The Knight of Wands inspires you to embrace life's adventures with enthusiasm. Be courageous, take action, and let your determination guide you toward your goals. However, remain mindful of pacing and plan your moves carefully. So the King of Cups, you know, follows his heart. but he's able to maintain emotional balance and stability. He isn't someone, if this card was in the reverse, if the King of Cups was in the reverse, that would indicate somebody who is drowning in their emotions, but this is someone who is in the upright, who is healthy, who is ready to face any obstacles, any battles they may come across. But this person may be pursuing something that they love or someone that they love. That could be you, or you could resonate with the King of Cups who's going after something that they want or something that they love, Let's see what else. So, okay, so I want to know what the Knight of Wands is going towards. What is this Knight of Wands going towards? What is this Knight of Wands going towards? I want to find out if this is about love, is this about career? We got Judgment. So this is about making a decision, whether to let something die or bring something back to life, resurrect something. But, the phoenix rising from the ashes is somebody who's gone through a battle, a very fiery, scary, or that's scary, coming out of fire and just emerging something new. It's like a reinvention in some way, So maybe somebody wants to revive something. Somebody wants to revive. But what is this Judgment? What do they want to revive? What do they want to bring back to life? Okay, I'm going to do a different type of shuffle. Right, that card just flipped right over. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody wants to bring a change. Improvement. Oh my God, Judgment, and then the World. So this is about a brand new cycle. Somebody wants to make a change, but they want to end something. What is this? And this is crazy. This is something huge because these are major arcana. And oh my gosh, this card is hard to pick up. I gotta use oh my Lord. I gotta use another card to pick it up. Let me use them. Okay, let me see. Okay, this card. All right, the end of a cycle. They want something to end. They want to change the way things have been going. They want to change themselves. They want to change something that they're going towards. Because I'm asking what the Knight of Wands is going towards. This is me making a decision about whether to revive something. But it's about making a change, right? It's about bringing fortune, bringing change of luck, change of something. Because the Wheel of Fortune is about change. It's about destiny. But the World is an ending of a cycle. It's very vague. Very vague. What is this? They're going towards ending a cycle. Are we meant to know this? Is this a mystery? Like ourselves? What is it that they want to end? What do they want to bring a change to? King of Pentacles. This person may be trying, I feel like it may have to do with finances and may have to do with work. So I feel like this person is primarily focused on bringing some sort of financial stability in their own life. Maybe they want to bring good fortune into their life, but they're realizing that they have to be stabilizing. They have to be emotionally stable, not let their emotions get the better of them. And for them to kind of transmute any emotions and energy that they have towards taking necessary actions that can help them overcome a situation that they're going through, rise on the other side, successful, abundant, bring some good luck and fortune into their life, but they know that they have to do some sort of inner work, that something needs to end. With the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I want to get 2 more cards. King of Pentacles. Okay, got Ten of Swords. That has to do with ending. A painful ending something. Maybe end of self-sabotaging thoughts, beliefs. The swords are about thoughts and ideas. Okay, they want to be mentally and emotionally stable because the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, emotionally stable and financially stable, grounded, earthy, you know? Okay, this card. The Fool, brand new beginning. Yeah, somebody wants a brand new beginning. Yeah, they want to start something new, something that will bring them financial stability. Maybe they want something. I mean, if it's a relationship, it could be about having a relationship that is grounded and stable, you know, and something that, because Pentacles is about assets too. It's about money, finances, material goods, material wealth. So maybe this person wants to improve how they spend their time, how they spend their energy, how they expend themselves. So ending, they want to end instability. They want to end something because we have the world, we have the Ten of Swords. Wow. Very interesting, very vague. I think it's something that we're not meant to know. But it definitely has to do with something ending in order for there to be a brand new beginning. And it can have to do with finances. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles here showing up. And it talks about family. It's about legacy. So maybe somebody wants to improve something within their family dynamic, you know? Maybe improving their relationships, how they invest in relationships, invest in their family, invest in their home, how they exert their energy, wanting to maintain a level of emotional and mental balance, wanting to end anxiety, stress, overwhelm, in order to invite good things, invite good fortune, invite good karma into their life. Possibly this person has been going through a karmic cycle. You may have been going through a karmic cycle. This could be you. You could be the King of Cups, wanting to have that emotional and mental stability, and you want to work towards improving your relationships and ending thoughts and behaviors that aren't conducive to your evolution. Remember that evolution card from the beginning of the reading? So that could be you. It could be someone around you. Please take the message as it resonates, you know? I want to learn how to read the way Kate's Regretless Life reads, because she doesn't say it's you or someone else. She just says it's someone, you know? Because she reads it as a story. And when I read, I don't want to be projecting anything onto other people, you know? I don't want to say, this is you and this is how you feel, because I don't know you to be telling you how you feel. You know, I don't know what you're going through, you know, and even if I do know, I don't know how it's affecting you. You know, I could experience the same thing as you, but I won't necessarily know the impact that it's having on your life the way I would when it's impacting mine, because we have different experiences, you know. Some of us have gone through more challenging lives and other people have easier lives. And even the smallest thing for a person who's had an easy life can seem like a big thing. And for me, that small thing would be like, oh, that's nothing, you know, I've gone through worse, you know. So it's subjective. It's all subjective. All right. Let's see what time this is. Oh, well, it's time for me to end this reading. So I hope this reading was helpful to you in some way, but I do want to get a monology card for you guys, just for some advice. So let's see if we could get one card. These are pre-shuffled. I started shuffling them before I started the live. So I just want to get one card. One card for the collective. One card for the collective. I'm going to take that card. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We saw the Ten of Swords. We saw the World card. We saw Judgment. We saw the Fool. The end is coming. The end of a tough cycle is coming. I'm curious to see what these two cards are because they flipped over. Emotions are running high. So this is about maintaining emotional equilibrium. And this is a super moon. So full moon in Capricorn, and super moon with emotions are running high, and then nothing will come of this situation. So when it's something like this, it's like at this moment, nothing will come of the situation. So it's a matter of waiting and seeing what can happen, because maybe someone is going through an emotional turmoil and they need the time to be away, to take care of themselves, and this may be you may be needing, someone needs to take time for themselves so that they can go through whatever it is they're going through. Like I mentioned, dark night of the soul, it could be that and eventually that cycle is going to end, and then there's going to be a brand new beginning. So I hope this reading resonates with you somehow in some way. And if it does, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan, and I'm your reader, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye.